Hey guys, welcome to the Poor Man's Workshop. Today is just the shop update. I'm gonna start doing shop updates every 2 weeks, starting today here in January 2020. So this is my first shop update. I'm gonna kind of give you a rundown of the current projects that I have going. Any of the new projects that will be shown and filmed this upcoming year, as well as new tools and different things that go on around the shop. So if there's anything that you want to learn or want me to learn, because I'm still learning, or you have questions about the way my shop is set up, always leave a comment below, or to ask any questions, shoot me an email and I'll cover them in my shop updates every 2 weeks. I will be putting out the shop updates the first and third week of every month. And like I said, it's just a quick rundown of kind of what's going on in the shop and any new content that will be coming out on my channel. So right now, the current projects that I've got going really on the shop, right now I've been working on a lot of cutting boards. I've got a friend that is a real estate guy. They buy a lot of cutting boards from me in bulk, and then I also help them laser engrave. So the one that I've got going right now, the cutting board that I'm making for them, is this hickory with walnut stripes, and then I also help them laser engrave the name into the bottom. So it's pretty fun. I like this project a lot. I like to be able to I'll usually do about 25 cutting boards in one go. So it's been a fun project. And yeah, I love the wood grain in the hickory and how it contrasts with the walnut. The other project I've got going is doing some lathe work for our Etsy shop. We have a small business that we do on Etsy where we produce things like cutting boards and rollers, dough rollers, what are those called? We just recently put on a new line of, these are baby rattles. So the reason this has come about is because my wife had a baby in October and wanted to learn how to make a baby rattle for her. And I made them, and they were pretty popular among the family. Family really liked them. And so I started making them and selling them on Etsy. And this is a penny rattle. This one I made specifically for my daughter out of Purple Heart and Zebra Wood. Has 2 pennies on each side. Just kind of makes a metal on wood type of sound. So that's one rattle that I made for her. And then this one is a captive ring rattle. I've got the video. I'll be putting it up on YouTube soon. Yeah, of me making this rattle as well. And these are really, really fun. I'll leave a link to our Etsy shop in the description below if you want to go there and kind of see the different styles. So those are the projects that are kind of going on right now. Some of the new tools this week that I acquired. I actually bought a new plunge router from Bosch. I needed a new router. I have a smaller router table, and I have just a hand router from Ryobi, but I wanted a nice plunge router and one that I can end up mounting to underneath the table. That's going to be one of the projects coming up soon, is I'm going to make a full router table with fence and all that. It's going to be really fun to make it work. So one of the things I asked for Christmas was a new woodworking apron, which is pretty sweet. My wife got this for me. It's like 40 bucks on Amazon. But yeah, works really, really well. Helps me to keep a little bit clean, and then I've got everything close to me. Really, I didn't know what I wanted to keep in my woodworking apron. I just kind of started putting things in there that I felt like, hey, I don't want to have to run across the shop to be able to grab that. I love it. Keeps me clean. Helps. It looks really good. It's made from this wax canvas. It's from a company. Let's see. I forget what the company's name is. Let me. Ready Wares Supply Company. So I'll put a link to their to this as well in the description. Yeah, it's great. It's like a wax canvas. It comes really stiff, which kind of helps me believe that it's going to be really durable, but it starts to break in and be a little bit softer as you use it, which has been and it's been a really good addition to my shop. So yeah, that's one of the things I got for Christmas from my wife. So kind of some of the projects coming up this year. I've got a lot of things that I want to do to be able to make this shop. Really, it's just our garage. We live in a townhome. It's a 2-car garage. My wife used to park in here with the cars, so everything kind of had to be mobile. This last year, I've been doing so much woodworking, we kind of came to the realization that she's probably not going to end up parking in here that much anymore. So, so what I'm doing is I'm going to start making things that are a little bit more, I wouldn't say permanent. They can be moved when they need to be, but they're more stationary. So some of the projects I'm going to be working on this upcoming year, I'm going to build a new miter saw stand that will go up against the wall. But one thing that I really want to incorporate into it is I've got a 10-inch, just a small 10-inch drill press. I want to be able to make that kind of flip into it, as well as maybe you know, a small bandsaw or whatever. So that's a big project coming up here. The next project I'm actually doing is I'm going to make a lathe stand. I've got my little mini lathe that I've been doing all of my work on, and I've had to actually lift it up and put it right up here on this dog hole bench, and it's a hassle to have to do that. Plus all of the chips get down in the dog hole and in the drawers and stuff, and so I want to be able to just have a stand that's dedicated to just that. So the biggest videos that I have up, and thank you to so many of you that have watched it and left really good comments and shared a lot about it, is my flip top miter saw and planer stand, flip top, planer, and miter saw stand, whatever. So I'm gonna actually come out with a version 2 of that. The thing that a lot of people love is that the wings flip up to be 90 degrees or down to be completely flat, and they have an in and out feed for the planer. And I love it. That's one great feature. There's a few things that I feel like I can improve on. Because my miter saw is going to be the stationary miter saw stand, it'll probably be a flip top that will include a planer and a joiner. But it'll be it'll be easy to adjust it to, you know, whatever other tool you want to use it for. One big thing about my shop, I don't really have a whole lot of dust collection, especially with like my table saw and miter saw. I do for my planer and joiner, obviously, because that would be crazy not to. I feel like I'm constantly breathing in dust, which is not good. So one big thing this summer is I'm going to be coming up with a new dust collection system, and I'm going to, you know, pipe the garage for that, which will be really fun. The other projects that I'm going to work on, you know, I've got some things for the baby. I got to make some baby gates, and then I also had a ton of projects last year that I actually filmed. I just haven't got around to editing the film for them. One of the big ones is I built a cradle for my baby, my daughter, and it turned out amazing. Looks great, and I have the footage. I just have not shown the footage yet. The next video that's going to come out is actually about this dog hole bench. I made this completely out of 2x3s that were left over from a previous project. So that one I'm editing. It should be out in about a week. I have a ton of, you know, projects that are filmed that I just need to get them edited. And now that, you know, now that we're kind of settled in with the baby after the first 3 months, I've found time to start editing and getting things done, and so should have those up throughout the time. So that's kind of what's going on with the Poor Man's Workshop. You know, I'm glad that you guys could be watching me along this journey of creating this place into a functional workshop. We've come a long ways already, and I hope to continue on as it continues to grow and I acquire more tools and different things, be able to accomplish a lot more. So, you know, whatever you do, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to follow along, and you know, leave a comment if there's something that you want you think would be a good idea to incorporate into the Poor Man's Workshop, as well as any projects that you would like to see done. Thanks for watching again, and hope to see you soon. Like I said, always keep creating.